Dum ba dum da 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 dee. Zum ba dum da da dee da 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 da. Ha da 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 da. Do I have any idea what I'm humming when I start these sessions? Usually, no. It's usually just a mix of a lot of different little things, just having fun with it. Anyway, hello, travelers of the internet, and welcome back to Guardian Studios. Or, if you are new to the channel, hello and welcome to you. My name is JGarner1, and I am your host, your guide, and your humble bard into the worlds of virtual. And I am very pleased to be able to welcome you all back to the channel, or, in the case of newcomers, welcome you fresh to a Guardian Studios experience. We are back on the world of Crumbach once again, my friends, where we have so much to do and so little time. As you can see, the Tower of Stone has been built. This wasn't the design I would have originally gone for it, and the purpose it's going to serve wasn't quite what I originally intended, but it's going to serve an important purpose just the same. It is going to become the home of my stone and wood farms. See, building up this treehouse, I need a ton, and I do mean a ton of wood. I need to gradually build up a supply of spruce, I need to build up a supply of oak, and I need to have room to build up my supplies of the other wood types as I gather them as well. Not to mention, I need a space that's better for getting more jungle wood without tearing down the jungle that I'm trying to add on to. So, the Tower of Stone is going to become my wood farm on top, and inside of it, I'm going to put a stone generator so I can get cobblestone and, once I have Silk Touch, stone. But if I'm going to do this, I'm going to need to go get a little bit more cobblestone, because I'm going to need that to build out a platform around where the dirt's going to be, so that I have room for all the saplings and sticks to land on. Hello, Ellison! Looking forward with a friend, just want to stop by and see how you're doing. Well, thank you for the compliment, Ellison. I don't know if I'm the best streamer ever, but I am very grateful for the compliment. And I hope you have a good time playing Fortnite. Again, that might be a game I have to give another look at later. See if it's changed in such a way that I will find it enjoyable. If I do, hey, it might be something to play on the channel here and there. But I stress here and there. It would not become the mainstay of the channel by any measure. Minecraft is the mainstay. Spleesh! Minecraft and the other games that I find particularly enjoyable. Going down. Alright, here we go. We got a tunnel there. Time to start one here. Eventually we'll dig down into the deep slate and go all the way down to diamond layer, but I was never planning on having that happen on in this mine. I still want to figure out a way I can set up a mine under the trees where my base is, so that I can have direct access, not have to come down to the ground and then come down into the mine. I want to be able to go directly down into the mines. But we'll see if that ever ends up happening at this point. I only know for sure that I have plans, and those plans are going to require me to have a mine that I actually have proper access to. Alright, get out a crafting table. I don't actually know how much cobble I need, so I'm just gonna get a bunch of stacks, and then we will move on. So, get a copper pick. Ooh, I see a little iron. I see a little iron. You know how I am. I can't resist the delicious attraction of a vein of iron. It is just too tempting. Just want to dig until I've got enough iron to fill out the stacks that I just set aside, and then we will head back up to the surface, expand the platform at the top of, or make a platform at the top of the Tower of Stone, and then we can get busy on making it into a wood farm. Go. Gotta make there be as little darkness down here as possible as I go. Not exactly easy, but I try my best. Uh-oh. I've got gold in my way. Oh, that's not good. I can't mine that right now. Well, let's back up. Let's go back the way we came. Consider this tunnel on hold. I'll just have to place some kind of marker to let myself know that this tunnel has more to offer. Because I intend to come back and get the gold from here. But right now, I don't have a pickaxe on me that can break it. Okay, there went that. There we go. Didn't go very far with this tunnel, did I? Ah! There we go. Alright, now I still need a little more stone. So let's start a tunnel going the other way. Da 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 do. Da 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 do. Ba da dum bum ba dum ba da dum bum. Ba boom ba boom. Bum ba dum bum bum bum. Ba dum da dum bum ba dum ba da dum bum. Bum ba da 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 dum. Bum ba dum ba boom boom ba da dum. Ba boom boom ba da dum. Bum bum boom. Bum ba da dum da da, bum ba da, ba da da da, da 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 da, da 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 da. I love the music of gaming. For anyone wondering, the songs that I was just humming were actually songs from Mario games. First one was from, I want to say it was Super Mario Bros. 3, and then the second one was an attempt at tunes from Mario Galaxy. Not to be confused with the Mario Galaxy movie. I have not seen the Mario Galaxy movie, but I did play both of the original releases of the Super Mario Galaxy video games. Which, if you've never played them, highly recommend them. Super good games. Very fun, sometimes a little challenging. You can sink hours into a decent 3D Mario, and Mario Galaxy, to me, is one of the best 3D Marios that has ever been done. So, it's one that I will always highly recommend to anybody. Okay. Oh, wait. Okay. I have managed to reach the full amount of cobblestone that I wanted, so let's get out of here. By the way, if anybody out there is watching and you're enjoying the session, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and, of course, to subscribe if you haven't done that yet. It's all free, you can change your mind later, and it helps the channel to grow massively. Every single bit of it. Right, let's go drop off the stuff that we got into the chests in the tree house, and then go work on the platform at the top of the Tower of Stone. Because that's the part that I need to have ready first. And then we can figure out how we're going to do the stone generator. Question. Okay, stone sword is 5. How much damage does an iron sword do? I'm thinking I might want to put my spear away for the time being. Alright, sword would actually be more damaging. But the spear is easier to rack up damage with if you are getting a running start, so I'm going to hold on to that. Separate my iron because I want to make it so that I can cook that up later. Part of why I need to do the top platform first also is because I need to set up tree farming as soon as possible as a proper farm, because I am running out of wood. I don't have a whole lot of wood right now, and I need to get more. I need to get more wood quick. And farming it on the ground is dangerous. Extremely dangerous. As we have seen, monsters are quite plentiful on the ground level. So I've got to get to the point where I am off the ground, able to do all my farming up in the air, one way or another. Granted, with other bases, I may look at things a different way. If later I make a base in a mountain, I may just focus on keeping it well lit and be like, it's outside that is dangerous. Inside I can keep lit. Outside, in the night, is dangerous. But we'll see what ends up happening when we get to those points. I want to make this platform kind of big, because I'm actually going to make a kind of a pattern up here, a patterned layout for where the trees are going to grow, because my first priority is having space for the having space for the trees to grow at normal size, and then I can worry about expanding the effort to big trees. Or if nothing else, I'll make a pattern setup around the edge, and then in the middle I'll put in tree farming for the big trees. 2, 3, 4. And of course, later I'm going to come back and add pillars under the platform to help support it. One of the things I'm going to do when I do that is add in space in 2 of the pillars, where one of them can be a downward water elevator, so I have an easy, safe way to get down, or just a water chute leading down, where I have a sheltered way to get down without just dropping. And then another one's going to be a water elevator bringing me up. For now, I'm going to get used to some other ways of going up and down. I'm thinking at the corners we're going to do 3x3 pillars, and then towards the center on each side 4x4. That way, I've got some consistency going there. So let's establish... Good. And it's in 2 of these 3x3s where I'm going to put the water chute and the water elevator. Although it looks like I'm going to have to chop a tree down in order to make room for these. Oh, crud, there's a creeper right there. I wonder if he was hanging out down here and waiting for me. Got him! Hey, you dropped a little gunpowder. Thank you, sir. I'm gonna go back up to the top of this one. Where'd the other one fall? I think it also went into a tree. Okay, well, I'm gonna skip this one up. Let that one dry. Yeah, I think this one... No, this one did not hit a tree. It passed a tree, but went into a hill. That's actually good, because I think I can integrate the hill to make a safe space for getting in and out of the water elevator going up. The chute coming down, I don't really care. I might even make the tower base for that one a little wider, so I can have a pool at the bottom. Gotta get away from the monsters. We'll see. We will see what exactly I end up doing. Got ideas more than I've got actual plans on that part. Mainly because, once again, I'm running out of cobblestone. It's ridiculous how fast I can go through cobblestone. Okay, did I just wake up into a thunderstorm? No, surprisingly. Okay. It's a little disappointing. Alright, so the platform itself is built. I'm not sure if I'm going to bother with lighting up the space below the tower platform. Simply because once I'm up there, once I've got this area connected, once I've got the treehouse and the tower connected, I'm not really going to need to worry about down below. It's like once I move all my animals up here into the treetops and the high spaces, I don't know if I'm going to worry about keeping the space below lit at all. Simply because at that point, everything will have been moved up to where it's safe. Is there any reason to keep down here lit up? Free, easy meat, even meat that's not necessarily that good, is not something I'm going to pass up. Ah, nice landing. Oh, that's not what I was trying to place there. That's what I was going to place there. For now. And we'll drop water there. Just want to make sure it gets all the way down there. Yep. Smooth like butter. I like it. That once we put dirt and more stone in place, everything will be a-okay. Kinda wonder if there's a way to use some other stone types to help add some character to the top of the tower. Like put a wall around the rim. Actually, I'm thinking andesite walls and gravel and dirt as the main material in the space left, with granite put in place in the middle to support the dirt. I'm kind of thinking that will work. Need to cook that into stone. I have one cobblestone left to my name. That is scary. That is actually very scary. I'm gonna have to fix that before too long. I have officially filled my farming chest. Although some of it I can take out of there. The leaves technically should go in among the building blocks. So I can clear a tiny bit of space to put in a little bit of the actual important stuff for gardening and such. Good. Good. Toss a piece of gunpowder in there. Ugh. Diorite. I'm sorry, I will never not find diorite texture blick. This is where it was. Alright, so with 3 stone and 1 iron ingot, you can make, if I'm not mistaken... Oh! Well, I didn't realize I could use andesite. Nice. Alright, let's turn that into a stack of granite slabs. Oh, wait. The andesite. And yes, we can have andesite walls. Make a couple of stacks of that. And that should give us the foundation on top of which we can place the gravel and the dirt. Gravel and dirt because they are not broken as quickly by axes. It'll take another minute or so for them to break under the touch of an axe. Gives me time to turn my tool away from them. That was scary. For a split second there, I thought I was gonna hit that one block of dirt floating in the air. Tower makes a striking silhouette, doesn't it? Another thing I've got to do up here is place some torches to light this up a little, because I do not want stuff spawning up here. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. So... there. Just want to light this up so that monsters won't spawn up here while I'm working. Hopefully. Yeah, that'll help keep us from having to deal with any nasty entities. There we go. That'll help keep me from falling off if I'm up here doing my farming. It will also give us lots of room to be able to collect the saplings and such. Are you kidding me? Hello, tradesman. I almost feel like he said hello to me. Ooh, dark oak logs, mangrove logs. I wish I had money for you. I'd buy the mangrove logs. But I don't have money for you. So you're gonna have to just hang out and hope that I get some money soon. Hello! How in the world do I say that name? Do I call you Oi? I can call you Oi, if that's what you want to be called. Let me know what you prefer to be called. I'll just call you Oi. I am building a space to be my wood farm, my tree farm. I'm building it at the top of a tower, so I'm up off the ground, not having to deal with the monsters on the surface. While I know the claim was one of the reasons why a certain character kept getting taken down in the 50 Ways to Die in Minecraft series, I'm bold enough to say that ain't no mobs gonna be getting in here. However, I will amend the statement by saying ain't no mobs aside from Endermen gonna be getting in here. Which, Endermen, there's not much you can do to keep them out of a space except make it only 2 blocks tall. And I am not doing that. And I don't have quite enough granite for this. Ouch. Nah, not a mob farm. It's a wood farm for this place. My jungle abode. I'm gonna play... What does that stand for, that abbreviation? Can't say I've come across it before. Oh, no, 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 no. We are not going down that chute. I may have to set up a jump-off point from here. Geronimo! Hui. Ah, together. Yeah, not at the moment, but I appreciate the offer. Perhaps another time. Alright, let's head up into the trees and get some sleep. Sleep the night out. After this session, I gotta look at something that I just found that might be worth some serious inspection. Do I have any more granite anywhere? Because I want to keep it consistent. I want to keep my building materials consistent. I'm gonna need to go get some more granite. Alley-oop! Splish! Bedrock edition at the moment. But I do also have access to Java edition. Of course, on Java, I mainly play solo and play modded. Would not be against playing modded Java with other people, though. Alright, I'm not sure how long we're going to have this mine, but I want to keep it consistent, so... I'm going to mark where some tunnels will go down the road if I end up just expanding this mining operation. Take out some granite from here. Wow, big chunk. It's a big chunk of granite. Alright, put a torch there. Okay, and that should be enough to get... I'm gonna go with 24 for the moment. Head back up to the surface. Adult. I'll say that. Adult. Any further details, I don't share. Alrighty then, Oi. Hey, thank you for dropping by. Hope you enjoyed the hangout. And hey, if you decide to come back to the channel at some point, feel free. Oh, wait, I can't get to the tower from here. I gotta actually go up the water chute. Forgot. Yeah, put some pillars at the corners and at the middle of each side, and this thing is gonna look stinking epic. I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna need a lot more cobble for that, though, which is why part of this place's purpose is going to be to end up housing a stone generator. And I say stone generator, I mean stone generator, not just a cobble generator. Stone. Why the definition? Because it's important that it be understood. It's one that will be intended to do both stone and cobble, depending on what kind of pick I'm using at the time. Yeah, I was determined to get rid of that guy, because at this point he was going to be in my way. Actually, I should make it so that I've got an infinite water source. And there's an easy way to do that. Take the water from the two corner spots over here. Dump them in there. And then put a temporary block there. There we go. Now, just to make sure. And there we've got a ton of water. Break that block and we're back on track. Cool. I'm gonna need a lot of gravel to fill this in, though. Go get another bucket of water. Good, it filled in. For a second I was worried that it wouldn't have. And I'm going to do this in every corner space so that I know I've got access to water. Yeah, I'm gonna need so much more gravel. I do not have nearly enough to finish this. It's either I need a bunch of gravel or I need more dirt. And just have to kind of fill in the middle with dirt. But I'm thinking I want to fill it with gravel and then add a pattern of dirt amongst the gravel. There we go. Bigger pool space for the landing. So if I have to get out of the middle of the water flow for some reason, splash. Now the next thing to consider is how am I going to do the stone generator. Make a platform in a layer, probably that layer there, where I can have the stone generator. But to make the stone generator, I need a couple of buckets of lava. I need a couple of buckets of lava, and I need a couple of pistons. So what I can do is I can make it be button-based for now. And then when I'm ready, I can add an observer clock to track if there's any cobblestone in the machine. Or when all the cobblestone is busted out of the row. Excuse me, not cobblestone, stone. I forgot to put the water back on the second... Dagnabbit. That's okay. That one is more open, so easy to get to. So that'll work for now. Alright, let's go dump this stuff. I'm not going to put any dirt in place until I've got gravel to fill in the space that I'm working with. So put all this stuff away, except for the gravel. The gravel I want to actually keep with me. I would say let's do a quick crop harvest, but don't exactly have any space for it, so we're not going to do that right now. What I will do is grab some of these glowberries. Come down here. And place some along there. Put in a little bit of glowberry farming. But yeah, right now we've got too much crop stuff already filling my inventory. I don't have enough wood to feel comfortable setting up a storage room. I can't really spare that much wood right now, so first priority has got to be to get a ton of gravel. Unfortunately, with vanilla, the only real way to do that is go mine for the crud. And this is part of why at some point I do want to have a dedicated mining area. It may be that I set something up on the other side of the Tower of Stone, Or maybe I'll set something up over that away, beyond the tree pen. Maybe I'll take it all the way over to those mountains over there. Start the mine there and just dig it down. But I have a feeling I'm going to wait to do that until I've got a diamond pick. A pickaxe that can last a good while and break a good amount of blocks. We'll see. Might do some trading with villagers to get a diamond pick before I do that. Before I do the actual official mine of the jungle. Because I know where there's there's a village, possibly a couple of villages, so I might drop in there, move some guys around, and make sure I'll be able to get villagers as I need them. But for now, I like the tower. The tower is in good condition. I'm glad I've got it built up now. I know I said I wasn't going to do a harvest, but I don't have a lot of beetroot. Might as well do a harvest of the beetroot. Now I've got a full row of beetroot planted. That should be plenty for my needs. Because my needs of beetroot are not many. I'll be entirely honest, they are not many. Now there's a mod for Java Edition that I wish was available as an add-on for Bedrock. Feeding Trough. It's available as part of some mods, and it's available as a standalone thing. But I wish we had a feeding trough that you could place in an animal enclosure that you could dump an animal type's food into. And if they detect the food is in the trough and they're hungry, they'll come over and passively eat. And that would help build up large numbers of animals in a hurry. Ah, okay. Okay, Allison. Cool. Wow, look at this. Lots of grass. Hey, is the top layer grassy yet? I actually haven't paid attention to that. Yes, it is. Good. Okay, so pandas or armadillos, whatever we put up top, is going to have a nice bed of grass to hang out on. That's good. That makes me feel good. I'll run around the jungle for a minute, see if any pandas show up. Because I'm waiting to see if we can find any pandas. Although that's something I wouldn't want to find. A chicken jockey! Yeah, I would not want to find the chicken jockey if I could avoid it. Look at this. A little cave with some water in it. I was kind of hoping that tunnel would go deeper. Can you imagine if there was a tunnel that led all the way down to the diamond layer in this newer version of the game? My goodness, somebody would turn that into a path, into a mine path so fast. I mean, hey, I would do that. I've seen parrots, I've seen cows. I'm not really seeing any sign of pandas. I'm seeing a few ocelots too, for crying out loud. A lot of ocelots. Hold on, wow. I did not know there could be that many ocelots in one spot in this game. It's kind of cool. Got oak and birch trees over here in a little forest. Might build something simple over here at some point, like a fishing hut on the edge of the shoreline. Actually, that's not a bad idea. If I want another simpler base, I can do that. Aw. Thanks, Ellison. Appreciate it. I don't know if I'm that awesome, but thank you. Yeah, I was really hoping I would find some pandas nearby, but So far, no dice. It's a little sad. We had one that we were able to put in a pen, but the guy disappeared. Seems pandas don't care about fences when it comes to their despawn mechanics. Panda just disappeared on us, and ever since, I've only ever seen pandas again one time. But I'm telling you, if I find them again, if I find 2 pandas, I'm putting them up in my animal pen at the top, where the armadillos are going to eventually go, and I am naming one of them Poe. I mean, it's the best thing to name a panda. It's iconic. If you want to name a panda in Minecraft, the most iconic name to pick is that of the Kung Fu Panda. Poe. Well, I know where there's a desert temple where I may not have gotten the TNT out. You could blow that up and see how satisfying it is. Fish. I'm sure that somewhere along the way I am going to end up doing a live as a fisherman kind of deal. This jungle treehouse idea is really cool though. I'm loving it. I've said it before, I'm going to say it again. I feel like this restart was actually a good move for me. I feel a little more relaxed on this world for some reason. Yes, I get a little intent again here and there, but I don't feel like I have to hold up to any kind of high standard. Why do I hear... Oh, that's why I hear a skeleton. I was just sitting there going, why do I hear a skeleton? And then, pow! The numbskull decides to show his face, or lack thereof, and shoot at me. What a jerk. I'm just kind of roaming around, looking to see if there are any pandas. I really want to have pandas in my animal pens at some point. I mean, I live in a jungle, and pandas appear in the jungles of Minecraft. Why wouldn't I want to have a couple of pandas at my home? Did I just see a panda? Hey! Oh, and he's a happy panda. Look at this guy. Look at that happy little smile. Dude, I can't think of... I have not seen a panda more fitting for the playful name of Poe. Oh, but I can't... Oh, how am I going to lead you home? I didn't think that part through. Well, I can push him part of the way. Because he's too big to put in a boat. Wait, is there some bamboo nearby? Alright, Ellison. When you do go, I hope you have a good night. For sure. Oh, maybe if I bring some bamboo. Maybe he'll follow me for bamboo. I've got to bring Poe home with us. I mean, I've got to. There's no question. We've got to bring Poe home with us. Now that he's name tagged, he won't be able to despawn again, I don't think. Yeah, he's still here, and we went out of render distance, and he's still here. So clearly, the name tag worked. Okay, yeah, he wants it, but he's slow. I wonder, does he move faster in water? than he does on land. I don't know, but we can push him a little easier. Oh wow, we can push him very good in the water. We can get him part of the way home. And then we can always find him again a little later if we need to. Oh man, this is working out good. Poe, we may be bringing you to a new home, little buddy. Or big fella. Yeah, he's not a little buddy, he's a big fella. And if we have a baby panda somewhere along the way, that's gonna be the little buddy. I might even call him Buddy Panda Bear. Actually, that wouldn't be a bad name for a baby panda bear, or baby panda in this game. I mean, the alternative use for the name Buddy would be a baby polar bear. But I don't intend to have a pet polar bear in this game. Nah, it does not seem like a worthy investment of my time. Oh, geez, he went way far with that one. Okay, let's push him to the shore. There we go. Alright, Poe, come on. Come on up here. Alright. I'm gonna give you some bamboo to snack on. I'm gonna go sleep. And then we're gonna work on getting Poe up into... yeah, that's the one sad thing about school ending, Ellison. If you don't have a way to keep... If you don't have any other avenues to hang out with your friends... Alright, come on, Poe. I want to get you to a new home. Somewhere you're gonna like. I know you're gonna like it. It's gonna be nice and sheltered and peaceful. You're gonna be able to bask in sun or run around, roll around in a little enclosure all the day. I don't want to let go of the bamboo, because I don't know how fast these guys can move when they want to. Alright, come on, Poe. Let's get you over here to the stair of grass. Oh, no, no, no. I'm trying to move you, buddy. Alright, come on. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, that's not good. That's not good. Alright, I gotta let go of that for a second. Gotta put the bamboo away. Wolves, you have a job to do. There's a spider harassing me. Kill it. Oh geez, wow, that thing did some damage to my pup. Alright, come on, Poe. Well, not that way. Go this way. I'm just amazed our first panda we actually got to name was a smiley panda. That's really fitting for a panda named Poe. Oh, my wolves are gonna get in the way. Hang on. Give you some steak to help make sure you're fully healed. Alright, come on, Poe. You can do it. I know you can do it. I know you want this bamboo. Come on, big fella. He's such a playful panda. Poe always strikes me as playful in the movies. So, that this Poe is playful is very fitting. Come on, big fella. We're almost halfway there. I know you don't like stairs, but trust me, this journey is going to be worth it. You're going to be glad you made the journey. We give you a nice sheltered space. And for now, it's going to be all yours. Eventually, you're going to have a friend. And you and your friend are going to have neighbors. But for now, the enclosure that I'm taking you to is going to be all yours. So come along, big fella. That would be kind of funny, but it would also be kind of sad. Come on. Not much further, fella. Come on. That's it. That's right. Just be careful. You're right on a ledge. Come on. You can fit through there. Or can you not? Hang on. Now can you fit? Come on. He's coming. He is coming. This guy's got to be the slowest mob type in the whole game. He's in! He's in! Hello, Poe! Welcome home. Have some bamboo to celebrate. Here, I'll plant a few stalks around here so that you can have a nice snack. There you go. There we go. First panda of the pair that I want to have. Poe is home. Now we just got to keep our eyes open for a second one. Once we find the second one, we got to get it home. Safely. Wouldn't it be crazy if we turn a corner and suddenly there's two pandas? That would honestly make me want to tug my hair out. Because, I mean, come on. We just had to spend all that time getting Poe in place. If we end up having two pandas spawn nearby, I'm gonna... I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be annoyed. Eventually, I'm gonna have to find a savannah and a couple of armadillos to bring home. Yeah. I would too if it weren't for the fact that that would mean possibly losing the big guy. Because those stairs were pretty tall. If he'd have rolled right off the edge, then... oh boy. We'd have been in big trouble. But we've got Poe home. He's safely secured in his pen. And he's got bamboo. Which, that stuff grows like wildfire. That stuff spreads and grows like a wildfire. He'll have plenty of snacks before too long. My understanding is that pandas in real life actually have crazy high metabolisms and are extremely active. And that's why in the game pandas will eat tons of bamboo, because that's reflective of how they actually are. They actually are constantly eating. out in the wild. They will eat constantly if given half a chance. Oh my gosh, look at the baby ocelot! Well, that thing was adorable! I wish you could tame all the animals in the game. I do, especially the young ones. The little itty-bitty ones. It'd be so cool if you could tame all of them. I would tame a fox. I would tame an ocelot. I'd tame them so fast. Of course, they'd have to be tame, otherwise they'd go after other animals. Oh man, I would love to see a baby fox in this new update. I haven't seen the baby fox in the new update. I'm sure it's somewhere on the splash screen at the title, but I don't pay that much attention to the title screen, except to register if it's new. Once I see if it's new or not, I don't really pay it any mind after that. Got some forest mixing in with my jungle around here. That's cool. Eventually, we're going to have a ton of sheep. I'm going to have to sort one of every color into an animal, into a wool farm. That's something we'll probably have to do underground. Probably have to move one of each color of sheep. Oh man, look at the turtle. We got a turtle here. Aw, off he goes. I like turtles. They're cool. Although it's nothing like in the Mario games. Turtles cannot take their shells off. Those are part of them. A little fun fact. Looks like in the world of imagination, Koopas are the only ones that... Well, Koopas and the turtle Cecil from Looney Tunes. They're the only ones that can actually remove their shells. I'm not even sure if Cecil can actually take off his... No, I think Cecil Turtle can take off his shell. Canonically. I think he has done it in one of the cartoons. In one of the old cartoons. But I'm not sure. But in real life, turtles can't pull their all their limbs into their shell. There are some that can pull their heads into their shell, and it can actually close up at the front. I think there is one kind that can actually pull the Koopa trick, but most of them can't. But they can never remove the shell because it's part of them. Oh no. Okay, so let me see if I understand what's happening correctly, Ellison. Timmy, the baby zombie, the baby Zombert, he decided to go into your potion supplies and got one out and used it on Eddie to make him into a mutant. Oh my gosh. See, I honestly feel like Timmy is the most troublesome of the baby zombies that you know. But then, I wouldn't be able to be sure. Anyway, we've got... I want to go up and double check that Poe is still there. I'm sure with the name tag he can't despawn, but I just want to look and check on him. Oh, there he is. He's doing his little... He's doing his little layback. Ah, Poe. May you always be this playful, my... a plush round friend. Oh, jeez, that was bad. Well, that's one way to get down from the animal space. Not the way that I would have wanted to get down from there, but meh. What are you gonna do? Tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna have fun with my building. The stone tower, or tower of stone, is coming along good. I am gonna need to get more gravel in order to finish the wood farm up here. Because I've got some dirt, and I can make a pattern out of it. But I want to have gravel as well. Because dirt blocks and stone type blocks are not broken so quickly by an axe as other wood blocks. So that's what I want to use to contain... That's what I want to use as the floor of the wood farm. So that I know everything is going to be secure, and I'm not going to punch my way through the floor. That's why I'm going to have one layer of dirt type blocks, one layer of stone type blocks. Uh-oh. I may have to send a friend to deal with Timmy and his antics. I've got connections. And there's a couple of them that might be able to knock some sense into Timmy. One who may actually be able to friend him in the process. And do that. Hey, Nofeek! Hey, Nofeek! Good to see you, dude. Glad you can make it, man. How you doing? You doing alright? You doing good? I hope you are, man. I hope you're doing real good. It is good to see you again. Glad you can make it to the stream, even if it is a little late in the game, so to speak. How are you? You doing alright? Having a good day? Having a good night, if not day? I hope so. My legend. I am not a legend yet, but I appreciate the enthusiasm, my friend. I truly do. Alright, nice bonus is I've got lots of water sources up here. So if at some point I need to refill my water bucket, I can do so. And I've got my water chutes already made for the two tower supports that are going to provide shelter for them. The Tower of Stone is ready. Hey, look. It's a Luigi bird. For a second there, I thought I saw a Sonic bird, too. The blue parrot. But I don't know whether... Baby Ocelot! Look at it! It's so cute! It's so cute! Oh, yep, there's the Sonic bird. I like to call the different parrot types by names taken from games. But... Well, I'm glad to hear that, Nofeek. So, because of the game name thing, red parrots are Mario's, green are Luigi's, the dark blue ones are Sonic's. I don't have a solid name for the light blue, but the white ones with the golden crest, those are based on the cockatoo, I think. Golden crested cockatoo. And those I name in honor of Murray from Ty the Tasmanian Tiger. If you've never played that game, it's out there. It's available for pretty much everything at this point. I would recommend going out and getting it, because it is a very fun game. Especially the sequel. There is no yellow parrot. And I'm not gonna name the sky blue bird that. That references something that is not family friendly. So that name does not get used by me. Because yes, I know what that is. Now, if there was a yellow parrot, I'm sorry, but depending on the shade of yellow, that thing's getting nicknamed Tails. Yellow, associated with flight, come on. It's either getting called that, or it's getting called Tweety Bird. Actually, I think it would better deserve the name Tweety Bird. Yeah, Tweety. I like to reference cartoons and video games. So I think that one would be called... A yellow parrot would be called Tweety. Especially if it was smaller than the rest. Oh, hello, hello, good sir. Do you have anything worth trying to buy today? You have cherry logs? And that's all you have. That is worth a darn. Are you kidding me right now, sir? Please tell me you are joking. Eventually, I've got to get some villagers and maybe move them into a space nearby. I may set up a second tree village space specifically for harboring a couple of villagers nearby. Icebirds? Well, I guess I could give them just a generic ice-themed name for the sky blue ones. Chilies. I could call them Chili. Because sky blue is also kind of an icy blue. Yeah, I can do that. I'll call them Chili. Anyway, I do believe... Alright. The tower is coming along good. Not a big change, but it is definitely a solid step in the right direction towards what I'm after. So, I think that's going to do it for this session, everybody. I hope you all enjoyed the stream. If you did, whether you were watching live or otherwise, please be sure to let me know you enjoyed by leaving a like, commenting, subscribing, and of course, by smacking that notification bell so that you don't miss the next stream or video. It's all free. You can always change your mind later, and it helps the channel grow massively. With that all being said, thank you again so very much for watching. I am JGuard01, your guide, your bard, and your humble host into the worlds of virtual, and I'll see you all next time right here on Guardian Studios. Thank you so much for watching the stream. See you next time. Bye-bye. Bye.